It's TK Irish at the Camp Kennerk podcast. And man, you wouldn't believe what happened the other day. I'm sitting here minding my own business. I go out to the mailbox and see what type of propaganda that gets sent to me, and I see this letter from Tipperary Springs, Ireland. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I know someone who lives in Tipperary Springs. No, it couldn't be. It couldn't be. So I open it up, and lo and behold, it was my cousin. My cousin that I haven't seen in years. We've grown up together for many, many years. And, life goes on. So he wrote me this letter, and I want to share it with you because I think it's really fun to hear what's been going on with him. He owns the pub there, and he's quite a guy here. Let me get this letter here for you. It says, "Me Tommy boy, the pub is grand these days, and the grass is greener than the Mayo field in April and twice as lively. There's a fine stretch in the evening, and not a soul complaining, which is, you know how it is, things are right. And oh my goodness, Father Flanagan hit the big 80. He's 80 years old, and God be with him. And the whole parish landed in my pub for the party, and his thank you speech went on longer than the Sunday Mass. I nearly finished my pint waiting for him to draw a breath. Colleen, my missus, she is expecting again. Would you believe that? Yep, number 8 on the way. And I'd be praying for a wee boy, which means I would have 4 lads and 4 lasses, and everything would be balanced as well as a pool stool. Well, that's me finishing up now. Gotta shut up the shop. We'll call him after yourself. We'll call him TK, seeing that you're over here in America pretending that you're not missing home here. Sean will be, oh, P.S. Murphy's cow took first prize at the fair. What a grand celebration that is. Well, that's all he came from Tipperary Springs. And I want to have to get in contact with him to get more details. And Douglas, did you ever make it over to Tipperary Springs when you were there?
TK, so good to see you again. And this is really good news. The first question that you asked is, have I been to Tipperary Springs? I've been to Tipperary,
Uh-huh.
Ireland, but I've never been to Tipperary Springs. Where's Tipperary Springs?
It's in Ireland. It's
Oh,
it's
it's Ireland.
it's
Oh,
in
okay.
Ireland. It's a place that people dream to go, and we're glad they did.
Okay. And what was the name of the person who sent you the letter?
Um, my cousin Sean O'Malley. He's
Sh
uh he's my father's cousin's cousin's uncle. So
oh,
it's
I see.
way
Irish,
way
Irish relations.
yeah. So he's been over there. He owns the pub. The pub's been in the family for generations. As you've been in enough pubs, that's where all the communication takes place.
That's the
And
center, that's
he's
the
got
center of town.
Yep, center of town. He's got, like I said, he's got 4 girls and 3 boys, expecting his eighth.
Oh,
And so that will make it for a full house, no doubt about that. And so I'm thinking father's going to have a little conversation with him here, sooner or later, probably sooner, saying, "Now, me boy, you gotta slow things down." So we'll see how but the father is so diplomatic that he has a way to saying it, and you're agreeing with him even before he gets to the words out of his mouth.
but what Sean can say is, Father, what can I do if Colleen helps herself?
Exactly, exactly. What's the man to do? You
What's the man
know,
to do? Well, this is
I'm
beautiful news. Beautiful, beautiful news. You haven't talked to him in a while. Now you got a letter out of the blue. This is beautiful.
yeah. So it's so remote they really don't have a good technology access, emails and things of that nature. So we'll just be corresponding back and forth through the letters from now on till he technology catches up with them out there. But
Well,
obviously,
I hope technology doesn't. He
yeah,
comes to Temporary Springs. If he wishes to contact me, you contact him, send him a letter.
yeah.
How beautiful.
Yep. That's what we'll do. We'll just wait to hear back, and we're really looking forward to really getting reconnecting and learning more about what he's been doing over the years with the family and where the kids are and some of the other cousins. Some, some gossip. That's what.
Good family stuff. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah,
I love
yeah.
it. Now, this is a very interesting day for me, TK, because this is the 10th anniversary of me breaking my leg while I was skiing in Banff, Alberta, Canada.
Well, why'd you do that?
Because I was skiing and one ski went one way and the other ski went the other way and my leg went crack,
Out.
like that. Yeah.
I
So that was
vaguely
10 years
remember you.
ago. Yeah.
I vaguely remember you telling me something about that. It was quite a serious break, if I remember.
Yes, it was. I was in a cast. I had to fly back in a cast, so leg propped up. I had to sit around the house for about a month. Go to the doctor a couple of times. Had to have someone drive me, Uber to the hospital and X-rays. Go to the hospital, to the HEB for shopping, and do that. So, but 10 years ago today, there
Wow.
you go.
But you're up
Yeah,
and running, healed and mended well, and you're
yeah,
ready to go. So, are you
yes.
still skiing?
No, that's probably it for me on skiing because when I was skiing in Vermont, I broke my collarbone.
That's not a good sign.
No, that's twice that I broke. Not a good sign.
Yeah, you go skiing twice, you break a collarbone, you break a leg, you hang it up. Just sit by the fire and have an adult beverage and talk to everybody to hear their
Well,
story.
there's three types of skiing. There's downhill skiing, cross country skiing, and après skiing. I'm a winner at après skiing
Okay.
around the fireplace with a nice little warm drink. I'm a winner there.
Okay, you're good. Do you have a gold medal for it?
Uh, 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 yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah,
Don't be
yeah, yeah.
modest. This is the Camp Kennerk podcast. If you got a right to brag, if it's not bragging if you can do it. Remember?
It's fact. It's not
Yeah,
brag if it's fact. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So it's 10 years ago today, and so here in Austin, the sleet apocalypse is now cleared up. The roads are fine, and it's 55 degrees, clear skies. I'm sure it's still hell over at the Austin airport or across the country because they're all backed up. But beautiful, beautiful, beautiful time.
I
So
talked to my brother in Indianapolis, and he got 14 inches of snow.
no kidding,
Yes,
no kidding.
that's a yeah. He can't get out. He lives up back. He has a long driveway, and
Yeah.
he has to wait till someone comes and digs him out with this big
And
tractor.
which brother is this?
My brother Harry, he lives in Indianapolis, and
Sarah,
so
Harry. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So,
All right. Well, let me tell you a few things that happened today. Okay.
okay, okay,
This was not only remembrance of my breaking my leg, but this was a day of days. Okay. My haircut was planned and the gal who's been cutting my hair is Kelsey, and I think we have her logo and digits here. We can post that
okay,
on. Okay.
yeah, I got that.
Okay, real cute gal takes, and she's got a great story. She started in high school fixing her girlfriend's hair, and got every now and then would get a tip or something, and so she went to cosmetology school, then worked at a couple of shops around town, and now has her own space.
Ah,
And she only does men's hair.
very
I
good.
asked her why men's hair. She said
Hmm.
because men are more regular. Like I go every 6 weeks,
Yeah.
whereas a woman will let her hair grow out and then something will happen and change her whole look 6 months later.
Yeah,
But men,
exactly.
that's pretty sharp thinking. She told me
Mhm.
she has about 200 clients.
Jeez.
Yeah. So and she now has her own shop.
Well, good for her.
Sunset Valley. So yeah, Kelsey's a real sweet gal, and I went to get my hair cut, and I always get what I call the Ronald Reagan.
What is that?
Ever not remember Ronald Reagan for
Yeah.
his entire life? Never looked like he had a haircut.
Hmm.
never had the sidewalls, never had a brush cut,
Hmm.
never had the weave coming over like that.
Hmm.
So it was more a situation that he had the same hair so I said, look, I never want anyone to come up to me and say, Doug, did you get your hair cut? No,
Nope,
no,
nope,
no,
nope.
no.
It just froze. My hair just
It froze.
froze.
Yeah, just like Superman. It froze. Ronald Reagan and the Ronald Reagan cut.
Mhm.
So I'm walking out the door. This is errand day. We've been frozen in. So this is errand day. And I'm going to go to the bank. I'm going to go to the copy center. I'm going to go shopping. I'm going to get a lot of things done. First off, I'm going to go get my hair cut. Okay. So I'm walking out the door. I open up the door, the front door, and the curtain rod by the window falls off. Just falls off. So
Your
I
house
got
is haunted. Those,
yeah,
those,
yeah.
those are the spirits of winters past.
Yes, yes. So I have to stop, clear the table, get the whole thing on up there. As I'm bending over, I pop the button on my pants, you know. So then I get in the truck and I'm driving down Mopac and the roads are nice and clean, no problem getting
Mhm.
there. And I go see Kelsey. She gives me the haircut. So then I go on, and as my game plan, there's a very fine, very good restaurant there that serves great burgers called Mighty Fine,
Okay.
just next door to where Kelsey's shop is. So
Hmm.
if I'm there, I might as well have a Mighty Fine burger.
Absolutely.
I'm right here. So I go on in there and I have a burger with a little cheeseburger and what was it? They have the original Fanta, orange drink, Fanta.
Oh, yes. Very
Yeah,
original.
very original. Yeah, so it's a nice taste. Now, because my pants button popped, no French fries.
Oh, yes, of course.
I can't do the French fries. Okay. So then I get into the truck. Okay. And I said, okay, now I got to go to the bank. And I'm looking through my pockets. I forgot the check. So I had to go home, okay, to get the check. And then once I got home, I realized that I'd forgotten to send the emails that I needed copied to the copy center because I don't have a copier around here.
Hmm.
So I'd also forgotten the emails, forgotten to do that. So sent the emails, put the check in my pocket, and started to go on up to the bank. Got to the bank, and the guy I was supposed to talk to about a meeting, he's in a meeting. Okay, so I'm going, this isn't good. So I deposited the check, and then I said, well, there's the Chase Bank is right there by the Randalls. So I might as well go shopping. So I walk into the Randalls, big grocery store, wandering around. All of the shelves are empty. All of them. All fresh food, vegetables, the whole thing. There are sandwiches. The whole thing is empty. Okay. So I go over to the cashier and I say, are you closing? Are you closing? She said very proudly, and this was very nice. She said, no, we stayed open during the snow so that people could come here and get their stuff. And we're just now starting to resupply.
Well, now that's a community effort to make sure everyone has an
Yes.
option.
Right, right. And so then I drove home and locked the doors.
I was going to say, don't go out anymore. You're done. You
I'm
know,
done.
you're
Okay.
done.
So the highlight of my day is being here doing this podcast number 52 and your
Mhm.
story from the letter from Tipperary Springs from Sean O'Malley and his pub.
Mhm.
And I am here. Jojo Bear is over here, just right over here. I've got the digital fireplace on right now. So I'm very happy to be chatting with you.
Well,
That's
good.
I had a day.
You did have a day. Well, first of all, you need to get a sip of your Dr. Pepper going on for that one.
Yes, sir. Here it is right here.
Man,
Mhm.
tell you what, that doesn't calm your nerves. It doesn't calm your nerves.
Let's go
So,
there. Well,
but hey,
Dr. Pepper is the cure all for everything.
that's right. That's right. Dr. Feelgood. So I got an exciting thing. Teresa Flores, one of our happy campers that we interviewed some time ago. You know,
Yes,
she's
we did a beautiful Happy Camper interview with her, charming lady, real go-getter, doing a solid work for her community.
Yeah, well, she's the founder of SOAP, which is to fight sex trafficking, and she goes around the country putting together teams that for each city. Like she just sent me this little video that she was of one of her projects that she was working on, and then she's going to get there, finish that up, and then she's going to San Francisco to do the same thing for the Super Bowl. And she'll get seven, she'll probably have 400 people there assembling uh, kits and programs for the hotels to hand out to recognize any type of sex trafficking situations. So I'll,
Solid work. So in San Francisco for the Super Bowl, that is a beautiful, beautiful effort.
yeah, yeah.
And
So
you
here's the
you said we
video.
have a you said we you have a video of Teresa doing her work?
Yeah, here it is.
Okay, TK, I'm going to tell you where we are. So I'm just about ready. Soap is here today in Tucson. Can you believe it? We have lots of law enforcement, people that work with missing kids, just, people that are vested in it from the community. And so today we are getting these bars of soaps out with the Arizona hotline number. And we're going to all the hotels and motels around Tucson. And so I'm super excited about it. But TK, this is where soap is today.
How about that, Douglas? Can you imagine that?
Beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, that's great. That's more power to her, and hopefully, listeners to the Camp Kennerk podcast will join her efforts. And just a beautiful effort.
She has a huge social media following. If you could just follow her on Instagram or Facebook or any of the other platforms, and you could follow her, see what she's doing all over the country. She told us in our interview, she was invited as a guest speaker in Dubai for the
Oh, yes.
International Sheriff's Departments. So, I mean,
Yes.
this lady carries some clout.
Yes. Yes. And that beautiful, beautiful stuff. And she is your niece.
Yes, she's
And I
my niece.
remember that Happy Camper interview fondly. Beautiful lady. Just
Hmm.
terrific. Just terrific.
So, you know, I've been getting notices or comments about people saying, well, I want to go to Ireland, but I don't know why. I just, I've always, my uncles from there, I got a cousins over there. They've been asking me questions, about where to go, how to go. And so I just wanted to give you a little brief update here because it's really not that difficult. All the major airlines fly to Dublin. But really, the ones you want to look at is Aer Lingus, that's the national airlines, and Ryan Airlines. And Ryan is the budget airline that you'd want to fly on. Now, everybody talks about flying into Shannon, there by outside Limerick for their trips, but you can also fly into Dublin. Now, the reason why you may want to fly into Dublin, because Dublin is a very metropolitan city. It's one of the oldest cities in Europe. And if you want to see the arts, you want to see museums, you want to see fine cuisine, you want to go to the plays, architecture, you might want to start there. And then, the beautiful thing about it is that you could get, hospitality. Where do you stay? Well, obviously they have a lot of hotels, but I've always liked the fact that staying at a B&B, a bed and breakfast that's run by the locals, because that's where you really want to get the flavor of the people. Yeah, you could go in and stay at a Hilton or some big chain, but if you get down in the B&Bs, and that's where the local business people stay when they're on the road. You have breakfast. They always have a great breakfast of eggs, bangers, potatoes, and of course, lively conversation across the board. So really, you want to be adventurous. You want to get the experience of the country. I would stay at the B&Bs and then ask your host, where do I go? I want to go over here. How do I get there? And you don't have to rent a car because they have a great public transportation system through buses and trains. So you go to city and see the countryside. but also, once again, get involved in the people, the communities, find out what they do for a living, find out what their experiences in life are. Because I tell you, they love to tell their story and they're great storytellers. So that's a little tip I have for people who want to go over and experience the Irish connection. And
Good information, TK. Good information. And we will you expand and expound on this in the future podcast?
sure, sure, because people are, those are the comments I was getting here lately. And so I'll, send me in your comments, your questions, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. And if I don't know the answer, I'll still make up the answer. But hey, at least it's an answer. It's something you could go to the B&B and talk to Bridget and go, Bridget, this TK Irish over here said this in this. He'll roll her eyes, like a $3 watch. Say, oh, that TK Irish. I've been listening to him for years, and he's just something else. That's all I can say.
I love it. I love it. Well, I got one comment,
Yes.
and it was a very interesting comment, and it was from, I'll assume, from a lady, because it wasn't signed. It was signed in her code name or whatever it was.
Hmm.
It was, Dear Doug the Neighbor and TK Irish, do you have any other colored shirts than blue?
Well, I've had comments on that, and the thing is, I do have several blue shirts, but they're all very similar in pattern. And what happened, this is the reason why you need to go into the store, a brick and mortar store, to buy your clothes. Because I went online and they had shirts. And so I just went through there and I punched that looks similar. And they come, and they're all the same pattern almost. So
Yes, yes,
I said,
yeah.
and I'm not going to package them up, send them back. So I just got a closet full of blue shirts that all look the same.
Well, years ago, somebody commented on my blue shirt, highlighted my blue eyes and blonde hair.
Yeah.
Blonde, blonde,
Yeah, oh
blonde.
yeah, yeah.
So it's been blue ever since. And I buy one brand, and because they're a good quality shirt, Brooks Brothers,
Yep.
old reliable brand that's been
Mhm.
around for many, many years.
Yes.
And so Brooks Brothers is an English word for conservative, very conservative. So, and I find them to be good quality shirts. So,
Yeah, no, that's a good brand. They've been around for years, and you can always trust their quality and their name. I've spent some money in there over the years myself.
what also about the shirt, which I find very odd, you'll notice how that I wear a golf shirt underneath it with with
Hmm.
the collar sticking out. It's just a look that I like because I don't like the undershirt look. You know, when you open
Yeah.
up a shirt there and there's the undershirt, it's
Hmm.
fine for some. I don't appeal, it doesn't appeal to me. So I started doing this, and these Brooks Brothers shirts, I can wear these out in the cold. I don't know whether it's the weave or it's the material, but they are very warm shirts.
Well, that's just part of quality,
Part of quality. Yeah.
you know.
So the answer, whoever it was that said, the answer is no. I have white shirts
Hmm.
and I have blue shirts.
Well, since maybe I'll throw someone a curve and wear a different color shirt this next week and see if anyone notices it. But
There you go. There you go. When it gets really cold, you can wear your Irish bulky sweater. What's the name of that sweater? It's a bulky
It's called an Irish, it's fisherman's sweater, an Aaron's fisherman sweater is what they call it.
wool sweater.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're very, a matter of fact, I wore it a lot this past week when they got down to
I'm
very
sure.
cold. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Well, TK, this is absolutely great visiting with you. This is pretty much all I've got. I've had a day, but I'm home.
Well, you're safe and sound. I'm glad you made it. Everyone has those days occasionally. And as I used to tell people, well, sometimes you're the bug, sometimes you're the windshield.
Absolutely true. Go Cowboys.
Aaron, go brawl.